Hello everyone, Gomez here from the LAN Up channel, again with more card reveals. Yet again, I've got no idea what the hell I'm walking into, so I've got no idea what these cards are going to be. But let's face it, Shadow Isles, Dragons in Shadow Isles yesterday was just like over the top, so I cannot wait to see what we've got tonight. Let's get into this! Oh my god, it actually looks like we're going to be seeing the new champion. Look at him in his majesty. I'm not going to lie, I thought they were going to be showing us the champion at the very end of it, which is like a reveals and whatnot, because obviously we're only going to be getting the one champion, I believe, but it looks like we'll be seeing, I don't know what you're going to do, but I want to see, but a new Shadow Isles, who obviously this is what this whole thing is about, because it's about the Ruination. Okay, so let's see this champion. Let's get into a little bit of it. So 5 mana, 5/4 with fearsome. Each round, the first time an ally dies, summon an encroaching mist. Which, I'm trying to think like which one was the encroaching mist? Why has my mind not been able to tell me what this is? Like, I swear that we've seen that. Encroaching Shadows we've seen. Sorry, we've seen Encroaching Shadows, and the Mist Wraith one is. So is it going to be so between Encroaching Shadows and Mist Wraith somehow? So maybe an ephemeral Mist Wraith? But let's have a quick. So summon, I mean, it's a unit, so I will see what it is. I've seen allies with 20 total power. Ooh! Right. Here's the important thing to note about this. I've seen allies with 20 plus total power die. There's a lot of ways to kill your own allies, be it through like obviously spirit leeches, glimpse from beyond, and also there's some really high statted units within Shadow Isles, be it obviously like, you know, the 4 attack of I can't think of names right now, like with the abomination that comes out of Cursed Keeper, the 4 attack, which can be on the why am I not thinking of names again? The owl, the 1 cost owl thing, which obviously if it goes down on nightfall, it's got 4 attack, and potentially the chance of using that with Stalking Shadows to be able to get that and then get that so it dies ephemerally. Like at 4 is actually not too bad to be able to help towards this level up. It's gonna be one of those things whereby obviously like you're having to work it out perfectly, because obviously whatever the hell your level up does, I expect it to be quite so much that the opponent's gonna want to kill you as quickly as which is it Viego? Viego? I'm gonna say Viego. I'm probably saying this name completely wrong, but that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, let's go in. I can't wait to see the level up animation as well. So, and that looks like that is, I'm guessing, a new skin for Shyvana, which is devastating because hasn't she already got a new skin anyway? Like, there's loads of champions who have not seen new skins. Or is that? Actually, no, sorry, that is the... No, that's the that is the dragon. Look, I thought that was going to be Shyvana. I think it looks like somebody else now, who we've already seen, potentially. Right, so this is the Encroaching Mist. It is an ephemeral. When I'm summoned, grant all allies and grant all allies and other everywhere +1/+1. So what does that mean? And other. So grant all allied and other everywhere +1/+1. I mean, what does this mean? Does this mean like itself, like its own Encroaching Mist? Because it doesn't say like of me, grant all versions of me. It just says and other everywhere. I don't know what that means. I'm scared. So did that actually? Oh no, that is Shyvana. That sounds. I thought that was a little beard there, but okay. So maybe it pluses it because well, did it give stats to every? So it gave stats to everyone, but does it give stats to everyone everywhere, or just those like the cards which it gives the pluses to? Does it give it to all of them? But also Lucian being against this is devastating. I want to understand what that says more. So this is the one that we saw the other day, which is the dragon, which drains, which is yet again devastating. And the fact that it's going to be striking its own stuff and dealing damage. Number one, it's helping Fury and helping Shyvana, but also it's really helping the level up here. And that also, right. So I'm seeing those stats go up. Finally, we get a spell which is Despair. 4 mana slow speed. Pick a unit to strike your Nexus, then kill it. So, pick a unit to strike your Nexus. So I'm assuming this means pick an enemy unit. So you're picking somebody on the... I mean, you can use your own ones, but also it's going to be striking your Nexus, then kill it. So you could choose something for the... I love all the hands on the artwork, by the way. So it's a way of, I guess, getting rid of something on the opponent's side of the field that you're like, I can't be bothered to be dealing with this continuously. So, boom, that is now the level. I guess that does help level the dragon, but also significant damage coming at you. Okay, so this was yet again, we saw this one, so grant an allied champion or dragon challenge. So we'd actually already seen this dragon the other day, but it is an amazing one nonetheless. Giving challenge over here. So I'm guessing we're going to see level ups now. Let me see the levels. So, come on. I mean, that is, yes. Okay, let's go into this. So the artwork again looks fantastic. So each round, the first time a unit dies, summon this widget, the Encroaching Mist. Round of start, steal the strongest enemy this round. If it's a champion, what? I mean, that's a devastating effect. The fact that that is steal, and it doesn't say, so steal the strongest enemy this round. It doesn't say it goes back. It's not like, like possession. Possession, obviously, is something which goes back. It doesn't actually say the word steal it only for the round. It just says steal the strongest enemy this round in terms of whoever the strongest enemy is. Or does that mean it still goes back to them? I don't know. If it's a champion, just instantly kill it. So, I mean, that's quite devastating, really. When you think about it, I was trying to think of all different ways that I could use this. The idea of making a really stupid, get him to level up, and then basically using Rekindler and so imagine an Anivia deck, but instead of bringing back a bunch of Anivias, bringing back a bunch of Viegos, whereby you're gonna be then making it so that however your opponent develops, you're gonna be stealing or killing their champion. So it makes it so hard for them to decide if you have a couple of these on the board. Plus, obviously, the fearsome keyword. I mean, that's nice. That is nice. So next turn, they have to immediately go forward. And then it's got to be, boom, you come, but you die. Really nice animation as well. So, is it plussing stats to, I'm trying to have a look at this, so, yeah. So this does plus stats every single time. But the question's got to be, is it continuous for everything? So, I don't know what I just saw. I don't know what the end bit there was in terms of. So that was just this. So is that a new skin for Riven? Didn't Riven get a new skin recently as well? So when I'm summoned, yep. So is that? So I guess that's a Sentinel of Light skin for Riven. What about the other champions? What about the champions who've not even been given one skin yet? But yeah, there we go. So we get to see a little bit of Riven's leveled up Riven. Oh, sorry, like a Riven's new skin. But honestly, yes, I love everything about what you do. I also do weirdly like the spell Despair, because the way that Despair is worded does say pick a unit to strike your Nexus, then kill it. So theoretically, that should mean you can pick something from the opponent's side of the board. It strikes your Nexus, but then it's going to be dying. So sometimes it's worthwhile, taking out a unit that you know that, you've got no other way of dealing with. Yeah, sure, your Nexus is going to be taking that. So, for example, like a Puffcat Peddler or somebody like that, who you're not actually going to be taking too much of a hit by doing it. But what this means is that any kind of backline defense who doesn't get involved. So I said, Puffcat Peddler, a Herald of Dragons, if they were using Herald of Dragons to because obviously we're going to be seeing some more dragons in the game, so you might see that card come out. But any kind of card, even why can't I think of names right now, Stoning Suppressor, like cards like that like if they saw more play, like any backline defense, the idea of being able to use this and just taking that damage but removing that backline. So yeah, again, actually, why can't I think of the damn name of the Shadow Elves one right now? There's two of them, Prankster and Neverglade Collector. The idea of just taking, or like, it wouldn't be any damage if it were from the Prankster, but Neverglade Collector only taking 2 damage to not have to take. That's like, obviously, like, you can also use your own cards to do this. So you can, but it's the fact that it says pick a unit to strike your Nexus, then kill it, should mean that it does also count for the opponent's side as well. So I actually like the idea of that card. It sounds so weird because it is slow speed, and so like, and obviously you'd be taking damage, but as a like quicker removal than what would be like a standard Vengeance, it's got a slight place. Whether or not I would actually full on consider it, I'm just trying to think like if there's any other uses which I'd really like to like use that card with, but I kind of weirdly like the idea of it. Now I'm just like cycling through to see whether or not. So what I want to know is, when it comes to this mist, when it comes to the encroaching mist, what I want to know is, does that buff stay forever? Because it says when I'm summoned, grant all allied and other everywhere +1/+1. So unless it means grant all allied itself and everyone else +1/+1, but it's the fact it says and other everywhere. So does that mean whatever's on the board, any other copy of it in the deck gets like that? It's cards like this that I really need the wording to be 100% understandable, because this could be devastating depending on whether or not that means, like, you know, like it's I need more writing here. But let's quickly go in and see whether or not we got given more cards in terms of like actually like seeing. Okay, so it's given us another video, but obviously we get to see the champion again. It's kind of like that one where it's showing like the different locations and times and whatnot. But what is important, okay, right, this one is actually worded differently than the one we saw. So when I'm summoned, grant all allied Viegos and other encroaching mists everywhere. Right, that is important, okay? I just needed that piece of information because it wasn't done properly in the other one. Like, so it's all Viegos like are going up in stats every single time when you're summoning this, and also all other encroaching mists will also be going up by +1/+1. So obviously the more of these you make, they are ephemeral, but they can start to stack up, as well as the fact that they are buffing Viego's actual stats himself. So that is now good to actually know that's what that means, because I'm not gonna lie, in the first one it was I had no idea what the hell was going on. Okay, so yeah, we get to see, and this is going to be Viego, so Despair is actually going to be Viego's spell as well, so that's another thing that's actually nice, like, important to note. And also, what you need to remember is every single time that these are going up, they are actually helping Viego's level up, because the more stats they have, they're dying, and then they're going to be giving him like closer and closer to his level up condition. So there is actually like makes sense with that. And we got the Despair, but there was actually another card that I noticed on the very end that was put in here, which is Foom, this card, which is a 3-mana 3/3 when I'm summoned. So it's another way of summoning one of those ephemerals, but it's also every single time you summon one of those, you're buffing Viego and you're buffing the other encroaching mist. So definitely, I feel like this is an include in Viego deck, just because it's helping buff like those other things which are getting buffed, as well as the fact that it dying helps his level up. So whether or not you're doing this on attack or defense, it's a unit which is like forcing your opponent to be like, do I want to attack knowing that's going to defend with its attack, which it thing, or do I just leave this one and let that die and leave my units intact? So really nice. And also when that dies, if that were to die like in a trade, like that's the reason why it makes your opponent think, is because I believe that Viego's whole thing is each round, the first time an ally dies, summon one of these. So if you were to summon that, it would be like, do I defend knowing that he's on the board, he's getting the level up, but also he'll be summoning another one, which will help towards his level up. So it does enter that bit of counterplaying like craziness in the mind. So I actually do love this design because of how many different ways there are to kill your own stuff, and then it summons one of these things, which yet again, like slowly ensuring the stats will go up that will help towards his level up. And that level up of literally just stealing from your opponent and then also killing champions, I really like this. I honestly really love his design. The whole stealing thing. I love a good possession deck, and so this just reminds me of possession. And so yes. But those were some cards, eh? Especially, I can't believe we got champion. I was not actually expecting to see the champion today. I was expecting to see the champion right at the very end of reveals. But honestly, let me know what you think down in the comment section down below in terms of this champion. What are your ideas? What are you first hit by? Let me know down in the comment section down below, as well as obviously shameless plug time. Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. You can catch me on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, as well as obviously I said the Discord link down below. If you want to get in the Discord and talk about all these new cards, all these different like things and deck ideas, please feel free to jump into that Discord, because it's a lovely place where I'm trying to get like a bunch of Legends of Runeterra players, and we can all talk, play games together, and have a good time. So if you want to get involved in that, please feel free to. As well as if you enjoyed yourself, why not hit that subscribe button and help me on my goal to 5,000 subscribers, which is by the end of the year. I obviously, like, you'll be getting this content every single day as reveals are happening, as well as you will be getting the daily legit uploads of decks and whatnot. So please feel free to do so. But anyway, hope you have a great evening, day, whatever it is for you. Until next time, bye. From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.